On this episode of The Roost, we have the post-hardcore band There Go I. I got to meet these two guys on the road with Joe Bryson in Oklahoma, and we had a great time. These are some funny guys and some great musicians, and I had a ton of fun shooting this episode, so I hope you enjoy this conversation with Joel Andrusik and Caleb Scambato from There Go I.
Holy smokes.
SM7.
The only thing I've done like this is like a radio thing,
Yeah.
and it was like stressful.
Welcome to the Joe
It was
Rogan
stressful because
experience.
there was a bunch of people like listening.
Oh, yeah.
Live.
Yeah, so
yeah.
well, I don't know if there was a bunch, but it was
Yeah.
all live.
Yeah. This is not live at all.
So I was like, and then the one guy I was with was like, he would be like, "Oh shit!" I mean,
Yeah.
That was my next question. Should I not curse?
No, you're allowed to curse. You're allowed to say whatever.
Maybe I
Fuck you
shouldn't, in case I'll be like, hey, check this out. Like, Mom. And she'll
Yeah,
be like, this
right.
is nice. And she'll be like, why are you saying a bad word? That's not.
wow, this is so SM7Bs.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh, yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to Madison ASMR.
You know?
Dude, what's been up with y'all, man?
Are we starting?
Yeah, we're in it.
Oh, we're in it.
He said, we're in this.
Well, we
What
have
have
a
we been up
song.
to?
We have a song that has been sitting still for like 5 months that we're about to finish.
Oh, there you go.
We put a song out at the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, hopefully we'll finish up the one song.
Well, since we're talking about all of our accomplishments, we're also playing a.
He said what's been up. I was like,
oh,
well,
yeah.
Well, the one song has been up for 5 months, and we just haven't finished it.
Sometimes it'd be like that. You know?
Yeah, right.
You know, you have to finish songs. You're like, this is 80% done. We just got to wrap it up and just choose that weekday to just, you know, the microphone's right there in the closet and you're like, open the closet and track, you know?
Well, our friend is gonna sing on it too, so
Yeah.
he came over last week with Joel.
Mhm. Yeah, a really cool guy named John Lewis. He's been playing music for a long time. He's got a record out and he's like an insane singer. I'm like, can
And
you just
songwriter.
like, yeah, he like helped with the song. I was like, can you track that, sing that perfectly 3 times in a row? And he's like, got it. I'm like, wow, like, holy shit, you're really good at this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I saw y'all got a show coming up with Hayden.
Yes,
We
our
do.
last guest.
Yeah.
Hayden's a man.
Hayden Helms, Baton Rouge king, the king of Louisiana. Is he from Baton Rouge?
From Lake
Like
Charles.
Charles.
Yeah, Lake Charles.
Charles, yeah.
That's him. That's what I meant. Yeah, I know.
On March 21st
At the basement, the OG basement,
Yeah.
March
Yeah.
21st. Mark your calendars, baby. It's gonna
for
be high
Hayden's new
voltage.
album.
Yes, high voltage rock and roll.
Yeah, I was sad I missed y'all last show at the basement, man. Only shows I've been doing really are back in Louisiana, and I'm about to head back and do some more. But I'm gearing up to play Broadway. I was telling Joel before you got here, so
I was late.
no, it's
okay.
all good though. I mean, but yeah, I'm excited about it because honestly, I'm just ready to start playing again. It's been too long to really like play shows. It gets weird whenever I spend too much time off stage. I'm like, I'm forgetting who I am.
Yeah, that's good. Wait, when are you going back?
I'm going back this week and play some shows next week.
Okay,
So, you know, but I'll just be doing some homework
with
at
your
home.
band.
No, I'm actually some older guys I used to play with. Lee Allen Zeno is a bass player who used to play with some Zydeco bands, and
Cool.
so we got a show at the Hyman Center. Is like we're kind of this house band for a comedy show that's going on at this theater. And then like some other little fill-in stuff.
That's
Cool.
cool.
Yeah.
For those of you listening who don't know what Zydeco is, it's the
It's
music.
me.
It's
I
the-
don't know what Zydeco
It's
is.
the music from Louisiana
Yeah.
that's like Creole flavored and
Yeah.
has accordions in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
When you hear that
Oh.
accordion music from Louisiana, it's that.
Wait, do you
Yeah.
have an accordion player?
Yeah, all those Zydeco
jeez.
bands are accordion frontmen. So the
Oh.
accordion's usually like the front guy, and they have a washboard and you know.
Man,
So cool. But no, he said his people used to play in the Zydeco
Dude, when
band.
that
Are you-
used,
that's
that used to be my
crazy.
full-time gig.
holy smokes!
So I used to play in like 3 different Zydeco bands,
Jeez.
and then 2 other little cover bands on the side. But like that's kind of the main market in Louisiana because like people just drink and dance,
yeah,
and so they'll dance for 3 hours straight. And we used to play all over Louisiana. We'd play some festivals kind of out of town too, but I mean, there's a ton of Zydeco bands that do pretty well, but you have to kind of travel, and it's not like here where you can play in town and stay in town. It's like a lot of touring out of Louisiana.
That's
really?
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, because people want to hear it in Texas and all other states and stuff.
Well, and it's like there's so much of it in Louisiana that people don't really value it the same way.
It's like country music here.
Kind of,
Everybody's
yeah.
a country
Yeah.
artist here.
Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know, so the band I was playing with, they actually just won their second Grammy, and like,
Who's the band?
Buckwheat Zydeco Jr.
Oh, of course, duh.
So
That's
Oh,
my
yeah,
man.
that's it.
Buckwheat
Yeah,
Zydeco
Buckwheat.
Jr.
But yeah, so like the bass player I'm going to play with is the bass player in that
I
band.
mean, that's very
and
cool, though.
I was like really young, and that's kind of how I got started playing professionally. Was I was getting mentored by this guy, Lil Buck Senegal, was a blues guitar player, and he was, you know, touring the world with Buckwheat Senior, you know, the OG Buckwheat, and they won a Grammy back in like 2009. And when Senior died, his son kind of picked up the band as like Buckwheat Junior, and Lil Buck, my mentor, died, and so
Sad.
you know, they were like, you were the last guy Buckwheat or Lil Buck taught, so you kind of know all the parts, like just come join the band. And I started playing Zydeco, and I was like 17, 19.
Wow.
Dang.
Touring. We played all over. We played like Savannah, Georgia, Cocoa Beach, College Station.
Cool.
I left the band and ended up because that band was like, we only played like 6 shows a year, but they were like big. They were like big shows, all of them.
Okay, yeah.
But once I started playing with that, then all the other smaller Zydeco bands are like, oh, this guy knows Zydeco. Like he's playing with the
Yeah,
Cats.
this is a Zydeco guy.
So then I started playing with like Horace Trahan and Gerald Grunig, and that was kind of making up the majority of my gigs. And I'd play like 100 shows a year with those guys.
Cool. That's a totally different world from, Nashville country playing or whatever. That's kind of cool. Like if you know one person in the Zydeco world, it's like knowing a bunch of people in hardcore bands.
Yeah,
it's always
right.
like, this guitar player plays for 7 bands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Exactly.
It's just like this underground.
Exactly. And the music's real like bluesy, like 1-4-5 kind of stuff. It's real easy. So it's like once you've played with one Zydeco band, you can pretty much play with all of them.
Yeah.
And they kind of all play the same songs and like all that
12
stuff.
bar blues.
So it's like Broadway.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's like Zydeco standards.
Okay.
Zydeco standards.
Dude, I had gumbo for the first time.
Oh,
well,
yeah?
I had real gumbo.
I hope it was good.
I've had gumbo before. It was at Hayden's birthday,
Oh, nice,
and his family made it, and he was like, "This is real gumbo."
nice. If they made
was good.
It
Yeah,
probably
it
was
was
pretty
like-
good.
Yeah, and there was no seafood, which is apparently makes it more real.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I
there's-
guess
there's seafood
it's
too.
a poor man's food.
Yeah,
So
right.
It started off with no seafood,
Right,
and they were putting potato salad on it.
right.
I didn't go that far.
Yeah.
On it?
In it.
Yes.
In it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a roux,
Rice and broth and
and the potato salad makes it like a little creamier.
You
like
go
I
potato
didn't do the
salad
potato
right in there?
salad, but
I
I had
don't-
like
I don't do
4
it
bowls
either.
of it.
Yeah, it's.
I
so
mean,
good.
I had, good gumbo when I was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like, looked up some cool small restaurant, and I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is sick.
Yeah, New Orleans is pretty good too.
He said, yeah, they're fine over there.
They do it a little bit different too, because like New Orleans is different than like the Cajun culture. Really, that's like Lafayette, like Acadiana.
Oh, Sorry,
But-
I didn't know. I was
but
totally
no,
just
you know,
fake. and
Yeah,
just
you had some
lame.
fake.
Yeah, I had some
No,
lame.
no.
He's like, actually, you're not valid.
You can get some authentic gumbo in New Orleans, but sometimes you go to a place in New Orleans and they put like tomatoes in there,
Oh.
and everyone in Lafayette's like, that's a no go.
That's like a chain thing. They have like, do they have like chain gumbo places there?
No.
Like Skyline. Do you know what Skyline Chili is?
No.
Oh, it's like in Ohio.
Yeah, and they put chili on the spaghetti and the hot
With
dogs,
cheese.
and it tastes like it's like
really weird.
it's like ground really fine ground beef in the chili, and there's like cinnamon and random stuff in
It's
there,
really
and it's
weird.
just like, and they put like a handful of yellow shredded cheese,
Yeah.
and it's really weird,
But it's
but
like
it was
an
good.
Ohio thing,
Mm.
and they have chains
Yeah.
just for that.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, it's weird.
Someone said
It's
to me,
Ohio.
my friend who's from near Dayton, I kept like talking about all these things. I was like, man, I love this band. They're one of my favorite bands. They're from Akron. And I said, yeah, I really love, unironically,
Akron,
MGK. And then he's like, maybe you really should be from Ohio. And I was like,
Well, a lot of good bands came from Ohio.
where's the, isn't the whatever Hall of Fame is in,
Rock and Roll Hall
Yeah,
of
Rock-
Fame
is
in
in-
Cleveland.
yeah.
Beartooth from
See?
Ohio.
Yeah.
Heart Attack
Bill
Man is
Murray,
from Ohio.
Attack.
Who else? MGK.
Yes.
But there's a lot of other rock bands from there.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, when there's nothing else to do, just
Yeah.
like cold, bad
Playoff
weather,
run?
and our friend and our friend's band. Yeah. I don't spend a lot of time up there. Do you spend a lot of time
I spend
in
a
Ohio?
lot of time in Ohio.
He actually does. I said, go ahead.
What's in Ohio?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No,
You're
it's
right.
just-
But
I
some
don't
rock
know.
music, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's rock music and
Yeah.
Drugs.
Weird
No,
people.
Skyline
Yeah.
Chili.
Skyline. Yeah,
Shout out to
rock music
Skyline
and Skyline
Chili.
Chili. That's Ohio.
Where y'all like to eat around here?
My number one place is Lady Bird Taco.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's like they got people making real tortillas like on
Oh,
presses nonstop, and they're making it's near 12 South, but they're making another one in East Nashville. So they got breakfast tacos, they got ones with chorizo, they got lunch ones. It's so good.
I go there a lot. I like I've been eating Vui's a lot.
What's that?
It's
Vietnamese little chain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I get
Well-
their banh mi's really good.
I actually go to the
It is
local
it is a
Vietnamese
chain.
place in Donaldson, you know.
5 Points has good pizza. I think. I think it has good pizza.
Yes, and Pinky Ring Pizza does too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There was another spot I was gonna say, but I totally blanked on it.
Well, sweet.
Have you been to the local New Orleans themed po' boy shop in
Oh no.
the Gulch?
No, I need to go.
Well, it's probably terrible. That's
Oh,
right. I
probably.
just meant like
It's
it's in
probably like
Nashville. It's like New Orleans food.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
yeah.
okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I know
No,
s-
don't.
Where do you go?
I mean, nowhere for Louisiana food, but like, where have I been eating? Man, they just moved that birria truck. I don't
Dude.
know where it went.
It
Wait,
did?
what
No,
one?
they didn't.
Wait, the
No.
one that was by the car dealerships?
Yeah, by
they-
the like
The taco truck?
No,
Yeah.
they couldn't move
Yeah,
it.
he told me to
No,
go there and I
they
did. It was
couldn't-
pretty good.
I was the last time I was there. It was during the snowstorm. I was driving
Oh,
home
yeah.
in my 4-wheel drive 4Runner, living the dream. And I stopped and I said, "Give me the birria consomme something." It was
yeah.
just a cup of like
Yeah.
birria broth, and then
Yeah.
a Ziploc baggie of onions and cilantro.
Yeah.
And I heated up a tortilla on my burner to get those charcoal marks,
Yeah, right.
and it was magical. And it's a lovely.
Yeah, that place was good. I went there a couple times.
Yeah, that
It's
was
gone.
so
It
good.
moved.
I don't know where it's at. Like, it's
Oh,
just
no.
not. It's vanished.
We used to
That's bad.
go to Bad Luck Burger a lot. Joel found that.
Yeah.
Because that used to park outside of Elegy. Joel would go there a lot. But
Yeah.
now they're just like permanently outside of the basement east.
Yeah.
They're just like always there. They don't move. It's like
Yeah.
the Smash Burger truck.
Yeah. And the owner's like a guy who played in a cool metal band. And then is just like, okay, I don't play much music anymore, so I'm gonna make a smash burger truck. And I'm like, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I enjoy a good smash burger.
Yeah.
Lakeside has a good Smash Burger.
Dang.
Oh, is it smash? It's like a normal burger. It's not smashed. It's a normal
It's
burger.
I don't know.
Mm.
We go to Lakeside
Not
a
a
lot.
smash burger.
How long have y'all been in that place y'all are at?
Like 2.5 years.
Yeah, 2.5 years in Madison, Tennessee, baby.
We live. What do I look at? We live right up the road
Well,
from
yeah.
Pablo Escobar.
Hey, you need
We
to hear
live-
this too.
We
son.
live right over there across the street. and
4
I was
minutes
still
away.
late.
Yeah, dude. I was pleasantly surprised at how many musicians live in this town. I guess it's just like the.
You mean even in Madison?
in
you mean?
Madison,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Specifically Madison. Just like, I don't know if it's just like affordable or like what, and just kind of.
And it's
but
still close.
the location's
Yeah.
great. It's just
Mhm.
like, dang. I mean, to have the pitch meeting used to be right there. You got Underdog, a lot of stuff that's real close.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, it's like, dang. I mean, that we kind of lucked out. You know, we literally didn't even tour this place. We just got it online and showed up.
You said
We
look at pri-
toured it.
Yeah,
we toured it.
yeah. So for those listening, yeah, we were like, we should get a slightly bigger house and rental, and we're like, let's check this out. And I was like, the layout's kind of funny. I don't know. And then Pablo's like, I live in so and so street. I
Joel
can't-
was
you know.
like, that sounds really familiar.
I said, I think I've been there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we had 4 of us living in here, and one of the guys just moved out. So now it's like, well, we really gotta make some money quick. That's why I'm hopping back on the
Oh,
Yeah.
Broadway homework, because it's like it's enough space. We fit 4 in here pretty comfortably, but like you know, the roof's leaking pretty bad in there too. So it's like we're
Dude.
kind of.
He said, it's a great place to live. And I'm like, all right. Yeah.
But I mean, the backyard's great, location's great.
Back
yeah,
when,
it's a big backyard.
Caleb used to live in Columbia, Tennessee, or Spring Hill.
Spring Hill.
I actually forget some of that chronology that you were here, like
Yeah.
playing guitar, like had like an music internship at a church or
When
something.
I was like, when I was 19,
the beginning of the lore of
when I was 19, I moved to Columbia and I did a worship internship at a church. Columbia is like an hour and change, like south.
straight
of here.
down.
So I moved there and I did a worship internship for like 6 months. And then I moved. And I only came up, I didn't have a car at the time. So I like only came up here a couple times. Like once was for a Switchfoot concert. That was about it. And then I moved back because I knew someone. Well, I knew a couple people, but I moved in with somebody that lived in Spring Hill when I moved back when I was 22.
Wait, so you left and moved back? Because I forget.
When I
that,
was
too.
19, I was down in Columbia for 6 months, left. And then when I moved back and didn't leave, I moved to Spring Hill when I was 22,
You
like
went
3.5
back home?
years later. Yeah.
You went back home?
Well, yeah. And then I went to Milwaukee. That was like a
Oh,
whole
wow.
different thing.
Yeah, and then
But yeah, when I was 22, I moved to Spring Hill for
Yeah.
a year. And then Joel came.
yes, and
And then we went to Gibson.
yeah, I was living in Florida, and Caleb was passing through, and we're like, let's catch up because the last time we met was, well, last time we saw each other was at college,
Like
a
5
few-
years ago.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, let's just catch up. And I was like, I think I want to move. And he's like, you should come to Nashville. Because where I was
Because
living.
I needed a spot to move to because I was tired of Spring Hill.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was trying to move up. So
Yeah.
I was like,
and where I was living, I wasn't like playing any music. And I was like 2 hours from Orlando. It's not like, yeah, let me go watch music and meet people. And
Yeah.
I was like, my friends are back home in
Yeah.
Connecticut. So I was like, I don't like this. I'm not enjoying this. And he's like, come to Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm like, what goes on there? I know they got
Yeah.
music, but I was like, I don't, you know.
well, he visited first
I
for
did.
like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we weren't even
He
in
was like,
Nashville.
"Oh,
we were an
it's cool."
hour away
Yeah, we were
in Spring
No,
Hill.
that's like 30 minutes.
It's like 50.
No, it's like 30.
Oh, from the middle of Nashville, it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, from Madison all the
Yeah.
way to Spring Hill, it's like an hour. Okay.
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes. Columbia is a hike,
Yeah.
but I wasn't living there. But
Go ahead.
Y'all both from Connecticut?
no,
He's from upstate New York.
Upstate
I'm
New York.
from Connecticut, almost near Massachusetts. Not the New York side, not the New York City
Yeah.
side, the countryside.
yeah.
You said y'all met in college, or
Yeah, we went to.
Word of Life Bible Institute.
I don't want to plug that Bible school. Yeah, but we went there. It was
Well,
like
it's funny because
yeah,
every once in a while somebody will like recognize it.
yeah.
Like, how do you?
we met a
know
guy
about that?
here.
I met a guy here too. Like
it was
not
a
long
Sam.
ago.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
know I met somebody else.
Really?
I was like, I'm from
Because
this
this is
area.
a small school. We're talking 500
Yeah.
people.
Whoa.
And
Like
it's
my
like-
mom went there in 1980, and my
And
older
it's, like,
sister went there. and
way
it's
up in the state.
Oh, whoa.
way up by Lake George, even deeper in there.
Oh, and you're like, you want to start a band?
Well, well, we were on one
We
of
were
the
on a worship
worship bands,
bands.
and we did get to
Oh.
like go on a mini tour. Like we went on a like 10-show tour around
Yeah.
New York State.
Oh, snap.
It was like a Christmas production.
Yeah.
They would like do a skit, and then we would play some songs.
Yeah.
But we were like, we like to play music, and this is fun, and
Yeah.
you know,
We both liked heavy music,
we do.
different heavy music.
Yeah.
I liked like the emo scene bands, and Joel liked more of like the
Bands like Thrice.
yeah. Well, no, I mean I was like
What do
in
you
the
mean? Oh,
like,
you were
I
like
was into,
full
like,
on Warped Tour
Pierce,
bit
yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
when
Joel was
yeah.
like, I like Thrice and Silent Planet.
Yeah, I was like, I'm a hipster. It was like 2017, and I had like a 5-panel hat on, you know, that type beat. But yeah, no, he
That's
was
where we
wearing
met.
he was wearing like the shirt of like an artist that was like
Collington.
a New England
Dude,
guy.
I forgot
And like my
about
first day at
that.
school, I'm just like, how do you have that shirt? I know that guy, and you're like, oh well, actually, I'm friends with him. He was like a little shrimp. He was like
You
he
know
was like
why?
17.
You know
I was
why
like,
I was friends
I'm
with him?
19 or whatever, and I was like, I'm a grown up.
You know, I was friends with him because Jared is our friend who still lives in Massachusetts, who mixes all of our stuff.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
He
Yes.
mixes all of our stuff.
And he's a
And I was
great friend.
Yeah. I went to see his band at the time playing a skate park. And this guy, Collington, that Joel was aware
Yeah.
of, whose shirt I was wearing, was playing the same show. So it's all because of
Yeah.
Jared.
And Jared is I used to work at like a camp, like a youth camp my family was involved in, and it's like the tiniest shittiest town in Massachusetts, and Jared's like from there. So like later Caleb was like, I know Jared, and I'm like, Jared's from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. I never crossed his path, even though we were in like similar groups, like we never met. So now I didn't even know you know him. So you knew him, and I almost knew him, and now he remotely mixes our stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's coming to town tomorrow.
He's coming to town tomorrow.
because he plays with a rock band called Spoken. So he's just like, yeah, I'll be there. We can hang out. And I'm like, cool. Normally we just text you and we're like, make the mix darker.
Last time he was here.
Can
Last time he was here for like 2.5 hours. I like picked him up from the airport. We went and got Mexican food, and I dropped him off at some hotel with a apartment with like a camper that they were gonna take on tour.
That's right.
And then he left for a month, and then I brought him to the airport when he came back.
That's what friends are for.
Thanks. So y'all kind of started the band just when y'all moved in together, and
Kinda.
Like,
I mean, I had like been writing
yeah.
songs like, I don't know, 7 years prior,
Yeah.
and was like, I got some of these songs in some demos, and we'd try to send stuff back and forth. Like, yeah, we can try this a little bit, and was just like, this isn't working. But as soon as I moved, I was like, oh my god, we're here. We can start the band. So that was about 2 years ago, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we
And
kind of
then-
started the band 2 years ago, I guess.
Yeah. It took a
Kind
minute.
of. Yeah.
Took a minute. We played some really random shows. But
yeah,
then
we played some.
I
kinda
would say
crappy
like when
first few
Worlds
shows.
Away came out was when we really started like
Yeah, that was the
we
first
played the
single.
Dark Matter show.
Yep.
That was like our
local
like,
venue.
a good
yeah.
show.
And there was
and
like
then
a
the
lot of
song
people,
came
and
out,
people
yeah.
were really into it, and we're like, oh wow, this is working pretty well. We're like, that was a great show. You
Wow.
got some momentum.
nice.
Yeah, that was kind of when it like all started. Then we started working on new songs and stuff, and
Yeah, we put out like,
that's when
six
Gibson Drive was born.
Yes, our house show series.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
We have enough space in our 1,100 square foot house rental.
Put 75 people in there.
Pushing more than 75 people in the house. We're like, let's have 3 or 4 bands, and we've done 3.
No, we did.
We did 4 Gibson
Kid
Drives.
Marcel, Elijah, Reese.
Yeah, I just got
4. Yeah, we had 4.
Yeah, I got a Facebook memory. It was like 1 year ago was your first.
No, the first one was in November of 2022.
Whoa. Yeah. So we kind of took a break from doing the house shows, but we might be
Yeah.
bringing it back soon.
Well, we were like, everybody does venue shows.
Right.
Everybody plays in venues. Everybody's trying to get people to come to their shows. So we were like, oh, why don't we just do a really cool house show with really cool bands and
Yeah.
like it not just be drum set and one person's guitar amp, you know? So
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it worked good. And then
Yeah, there's also something novel about it. Like even people who
Yeah.
play venues are like, house shows are cool,
Yeah.
you know, and
Absolutely.
they're fun.
but then it like I don't know, it worked. Then we took a break, played some bigger support shows
Yeah.
in
In
venues.
2023, we played with, not that I'm just trying to like hype ourselves up. I'm just saying like the things that have happened with our band. We got to play down the street at Eastside Bowl and open for Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, and that was like really cool.
Yeah, there's
We
just a lot
sold,
of
like-
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sold a bunch of
We
tickets.
sold tons of tickets, and we're just like, wow,
Nice.
kind of fell into our lap, and that was just nice.
Yeah.
and then
you know?
we were just getting asked to play different shows, so we just like it worked.
Yeah.
But now we got to bring it back.
Mm.
'Cause
yeah.
we haven't done one in a year.
Mm.
Yes.
So
Yes. I enjoy playing in the living room just as much as a bigger stage.
oh yeah,
Y'all think I'm bringing back the house shows? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
In April.
Yes.
Oh.
I said we might be.
Oh no,
I was like,
yeah.
I was like, are we allowed to talk about this?
I don't know. He'll probably
What?
he'll edit it and then it'll
Oh,
get
yeah.
put up at some point. And
Oh yeah, it's gonna be later. I'll be
After
like, if you're
Hayden's
hearing
show,
this retroactively, the
come
house show already
to-
happened.
come to Hayden's show and support that show
Yeah.
at the basement and Hayden's
Yeah.
album, and then come to Gibson Drive
Yeah,
because it's
do
gonna
that.
be. That's what we call it, Gibson Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then come to Gibson Drive for the 1 year anniversary. There's gonna be a bunch of people and cool bands, and a bunch of our friends are gonna play with us. And
Mm-hmm. It's top secret.
Yeah.
Dude, it's top secret.
I freaking miss house shows so much.
Pablo Escobar is gonna be
Pablo's
there
gonna
in the
be
living
there.
room.
Oh, I'm gonna be
Pablo
there.
Pellerin, aka
Yeah.
Pablo Escobar.
Oh, I'll be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it offensive if I call y'all punk? Is it?
It's like
Oh no,
It's
we're
we
it's
definitely
punk
have
band?
punk influences.
well. I
it's-
mean, to be very specific, we're like. We're rock, but kind of emo flavored, but kind of post
It's like
hardcore.
post-hardcore,
It's like
Post-hardcore?
it's like singing, but also screaming, but also heavy parts, but also,
also
punk parts.
punk
so,
parts.
so
Well,
I think we'd fit in
yeah.
really well in 2005.
Oh yeah.
That's say
Yeah.
no more.
We just take our favorite bands and try to sound like.
If you're a
Yeah.
fan of Thrice, Emery,
Yeah.
Under Oath,
I'd say
um,
Emery's are pretty close.
yeah, because we have some chaotic stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like the house show, it fits that like the heavy
It fits
vibe.
our vibe.
It hits the heavy
Oh
vibe.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're always smashing stuff.
We
too.
that's all. Yeah, if you haven't
we're
watched
always
us play,
breaking stuff.
Yeah.
we're
We
always
do.
breaking
Some-
guitars and throwing drums and
Yeah.
and instigating pits, even though we're
Yeah.
not a full-on hardcore band, we still. When I get to take my guitar off, I'm like,
well, usually like the people who come too, like
hardcore.
as
kids
soon as we start, they just start running around.
moshing and running
Yeah.
around, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, during the middle of COVID, like, I mean, the heat of COVID, all that there was like house shows, and like there's these punk group from Lafayette that was just throwing these ragers, and like
That's cool.
it was great. And I mean, like honestly, Zydeco didn't really. I mean, it definitely wrecked schedules, but like South Louisiana was so like Republican and conservative that they just like. They still had a bunch of shows still
they said,
happening.
"What is up? This is a super spreader event."
But like, I mean, I could appreciate.
Somebody spit on somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody cough.
Oh my
I want
God.
everybody to cough into this microphone.
Yikes!
I could just appreciate that, like, we were still enjoying ourselves even when the rest of the world was shut down, and like, like the house show. They were my buddies, but like, I've wanted to have a house show, but I can understand the cleanup is probably.
Oh, at your
Yeah,
own
that
house.
was-
You
dude,
were
that
like,
was-
"Hey guys, what if we do a little house show?"
The first one we did
Yeah.
with Kid
There's
Pastel.
like 100 beer cans.
There
on
was so
the
much
floor.
alcohol, like the whole
Wading
living
through
room
beer cans.
was just like a film of alcohol. It was
Of
just
sticky
I was
beer,
like,
yeah.
holy smokes!
But the other one, like we had another, and like the people who came happened to be like,
Older,
so there was like more
Right.
grown-ups,
Yeah.
and I was just like, why is the house so clean? Like that was weird. I don't know.
there's definitely
Like depends
yeah,
which
there's-
band.
There's
Like,
definitely been a couple where it's just like, dude,
some groups are just rowdier than others, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
house isn't. It's not like,
well, we have pretty much the same floor as you.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
oh,
it's like we
someone
just
like,
have the hardwood floor. We just take everything out of the room, and
right.
yeah.
but that was another reason we stopped too. We were like, well, we're getting to play some cooler shows, and this is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have like a PA system, but we're like, we got to get a sound person, and then we
Yeah.
have to like,
Well, we used to rent the PA system when we first did it.
Mm-hmm.
We
From
just rented
Guitar
from Guitar
Center.
Center.
yeah,
But then our friend was like, hey, this church is getting rid of a PA. Do you want it? And we were like,
yes, we got a PA system.
the
It's
subwoofers are like,
gigantic, the B-52 system, and I'm like, what the heck? B-52 bomber.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the
Anyway.
backyard is great for a darty or something, but like,
dude, I want to do one outdoors so bad.
yeah.
But like our neighbors don't say anything, even though when suddenly a random Thursday night there's 50 cars parked in the street, and then they can hear the drums coming out of the house. But
So we should keep it that way,
if we
you
do it
know?
outside, I think it'd be like, okay, we hear you for the next 3 miles.
Yeah.
They'll hear me like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that? I'll be like, okay,
But we
Who
always
is
like
that?
kill them at like 9 or 9:30.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We always kill them like really early.
We're
Yeah.
responsible grown-ups.
You're right.
We clean up. We
Yeah.
wrap it up by 9:30, and we're like, get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to
So-
Lakeside Lounge. Get out of here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure neighbors. I mean, our neighbors been pretty cool, but yeah, we're respectful. You close it down by 9.
Mm-hmm.
But
Everybody's cool until
yeah.
once they hear drums, that's how you know if somebody's cool or not. Because then they're just like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they're either like, oh, it sounds cool, or they're like, these kids.
Yeah, our neighbors were
These
like, "Oh, we hear you practicing," and I said,
Yeah.
"You do?" And they're like, "It's nice." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, great."
It's nice.
The one
I
guy
was
when
like,
we went over
great.
to get the wood the one time,
Oh, wood for a
because
fire.
our neighbors will just give us wood sometimes.
Yeah.
Because
They're
they
like,
see us
"Y'all
always
like your
having
fires, don't you?" And we're like, "Yeah,
so
we do.
He was like,
we
he
do."
was like, these guys playing a band. We can hear them. And that guy, but
Oh,
that's the guy that
yeah.
lives like 3 or 4 houses down.
that guy, yeah,
He's like, we hear them. He's like, this guy likes bands.
yeah, he had like
Some
just
guy,
a
like,
ton of tattoos,
tattoos.
and we're like helping like the neighbor, carry the wood
Mm-hmm.
away after a storm, and he's like, "Yeah, I could probably come to your show," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Hell yeah, man!"
But I was like, oh, you hear us? Because the one guy who said it,
wait, 3-4 houses down here.
it's the guy who's always remodeling his house.
Our neighbor next to us this lady must be like deaf or something, or just not care.
She's nice.
I don't know her.
I've talked to her a few
I know the one
times.
across the street. I don't know the other lady. I met this guy. He was like an 87-year-old
Oh,
like producer. like this lady is like, I'm on the phone with my girlfriend on the porch, and the guy's wife comes out and is kind of like, hey, come here. And I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? And she's like, were you like ringing our doorbell? I'm like 3 a.m. and I'm like, no, that must have been somebody else. And I was like, that's weird. Maybe your like ring doorbell is broken. And then the guy was like, oh, he's here. Like, bring him in. And I'm just like, who are you? And he's like, so I've been a multifaceted producer, movie writer, screenplay, the producer, band guy for the last 49 years. And he's like, I have Bruce Springsteen sounding music. I have like Beatles sounding music. I'm like, you what? And he's like, look at this wall of posters and news articles. And then I was in demo prison.
Dude, wait, yeah, that's what I was
I
gonna...
texted, yeah, because I left for an
we
hour.
had been doing something.
Yeah, we were working
and it
on
was like
something.
an hour later, and I texted him. I was like, where are you? He said, I'm in demo prison with a 75-year-old man.
And that's exactly what's happening. I was in the den, and he's like has his like Windows XP computer and is like, let me pull up this track for you. And I'm like, wow, the production is pretty good, because he's like, my brother's a producer, and I'm like, but he's like, so you guys play rock too? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, maybe I could publish, or we could cut some. And I'm like, your music sounds like the Rolling Stones. We sound like,
Yeah.
different. And I was like, well, okay, give me your email or your number. And they handed me like a little piece from a Rolodex with their
Yeah.
number. And I'm
Oh
like,
my
you
God.
want this back? And they're like, no, you keep that. I said, oh, okay, I'll be emailing you, homie.
Yeah.
Maybe we can send each other songs. I don't know.
So yeah, we have neighbors.
Yeah, we have them. We got them.
We got them.
Yeah, neighbors, we got
They're
'em.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just the neighbors across are some musicians, but, they don't play anything. We don't ever hear them. But we got like some old guys always bringing some food, and it's real nice. But
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
they bring food over to you?
yeah.
Our neighbors
You
have
guys
never
are
brought us
buddies?
food.
Man, maybe we should like try to be friends with our neighbors more.
Yeah.
We talked to, there's this one lady who lives like across the street to the like next door. And we met her when there was a guy running around with guns.
Oh, dude. Oh,
that
my
was
gosh.
crazy. I was sitting inside. I think I was just practicing.
This was
There
like a national
helicopter.
story or whatever.
There was a
like-
helicopter,
dude.
and I was like, man, the helicopter's been going for a while. And Joel went to go see Anna.
My girlfriend.
And he couldn't leave
There was
because there was
13
cops.
cops on our
Dude,
street, and it's a
cops-
small little residential neighborhood.
So I walked over and I was talking to the neighbor, and she's this nice lady with 2 dogs. And then she's like, I think somebody's like running. I think somebody shot a cop. And then we hear,
and he ditched his vehicle.
and then we look down and there's like guys with like big
Yeah.
rifles, and they're like, get inside.
yeah, there. I was like,
And Benjamin
hey.
couldn't even get home.
Yeah,
He had to
third
stay somewhere
roommate.
else.
He could not get back onto our street.
Dude, they wouldn't let him.
But this guy was like,
remember we
like
saw on
crossing
Twitter?
state lines and ditching cars and shooting people and
Yeah,
crazy
on
stuff.
Twitter we saw him running across somebody's yard. Their Ring doorbell caught
Holding 2 big guns
Yeah.
on our street, bro.
it.
It
And
was like
like
601.
3 houses down.
Yeah.
It was like right down the road, and he stole one of their cars.
Dang.
So he
And I
could have
was
been in our house, in our living room,
So people
or
are
not
like,
living room, our lawn,
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
yard.
Like,
Not
how's
our
the
living-
neighborhood? I'm like, good. Neighborhood's good.
Well, he was running from like Vanderbilt.
All the way.
Yeah,
All the way to our neck of the
and
woods.
he just
then-
happened to
then
end up
back
at
to
Gibson.
Alabama, or
He went to Kentucky, and they killed him, I guess.
I mean, it just said the shooter is no more, and I said okay. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
he's okay.
And he had like somebody from our road's truck is what they got him in,
Dang.
because he stole their truck.
Dang.
But yeah, we got neighbors.
Yeah, we got him.
we got him.
we got
man.
him.
Yeah, you got to be nice to your neighbors, especially if you cause a blockade with a house party.
Yeah, it's good.
Where do you fit the car? In the backyard? Just
The bands
Wh-
usually
which-
park in the backyard.
Yeah,
bands.
because we have a big yard too, which is
Yeah.
nice, and a fire pit. So
That always
the
makes
the
me
show,
feel like accomplished when I like walk out to the road, or somebody's like, "Man, I had to park a mile down the street,"
and
always
I'm like,
"Yeah,
hell
you did."
yeah, you did,
Yeah,
because
you
there's
did.
there's like 70 people here, and 30.
I think
like
the
40
most we
cars.
had was like 86
yeah,
And that-
86 people in our
in our house.
yeah.
It's not a
You've
big
been in our house.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not tons of space for 86 people.
Lots of room for activities.
Yeah, dude. Man, that house show I was telling you about back in Lafayette, these guys lived right across from an Albertsons and literally just had everyone park in the
Is that
Albertsons.
the
I don't know what
is
that
that the
is.
grocery store?
It's like a grocery store.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's like a
Oh,
Like-
so at like 10:30 p.m. the
Yeah.
parking lot's full of.
The local
Yeah.
Albert.
Yeah.
Albertsons.
Albert Station. It's just
Yeah, out of the Albert Station.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
Crazy.
Buc-ee's for Lafayette folks. I don't know, bro.
maybe. Do you have Buc-ee's in Louisiana?
Not in Louisiana, no.
Oh,
I-
love Buc-ee's. I love
Sadly.
I actually, you know what? I was underwhelmed when I went to Buc-ee's. I said, okay,
Well,
they
I didn't
got
know what it
food.
was. I didn't know what it was, so I didn't know what to expect. I
I don't
walked in, I was
know.
like, wow, this is crazy. And then I walked into the bathroom and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I can't lie though. I did get a lovely pair of earrings for my girlfriend.
Oh.
I got a brisket sandwich, a
Nice.
6-pack, and the people looked happy to work there. So that's what I will say about it. Okay?
And there's never a line.
yeah.
There's never a line.
But
no
I'm
matter how
I'm not like
good- I always get a little. I always
got a hard style with the
Yeah.
Bucky statue. I'm like, okay, I don't know.
I hard
He's cool.
styled with Buc-ee's. It's because Royal had never met Bucky. Royal had never met Bucky, and we went
Yeah,
into Bucky's,
It's him. How many more times are you gonna say it?
and she was like, "Oh,
well, she's from Canada.
yeah." So I was like, "She's like, let's get a picture." So I was like, "Of course, I'm gonna hard style with him." But I always get something when I go there.
Okay, yeah. I
I
just
always
don't
get a
feel the
little
need to
like a
wear like a
cinnamon roll or-
shirt. I don't
Yeah, I don't buy the
Yeah.
shirts.
Yeah, I don't really rep the beaver too much.
There's some people that are crazy, dude.
Yeah.
My sister,
They
she
have
was
the
just sending
socks
me
and
like
the
things
fanny
today.
pack
Someone got
and
a
the hat.
tattoo. It said "buck around and find out," and I was like, I was like, that's pretty funny. I was like, that is kind of funny. Yeah,
You have any tattoos?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We
you
got
do.
our
For sure.
local guy,
Jeff Elkins.
Jeff Elkins at Archangel.
Tattoo.
Yeah, in Madison, Tennessee, baby. Also around the corner from the house. Yeah.
He's right next to you too.
Yeah.
He's
I-
right up the street.
I woke up and said, time to get my first tattoo as our band logo. And then a
Oh.
cool cat next to it.
Nice.
But our band logo just looks cool regardless
Yeah.
of if something happens. It still just looks like a cool hand logo
Yeah.
thing.
And I have it too.
Oh,
So
word.
if the band breaks up, we both still have it.
If we don't beat the allegations,
Yeah.
they're like, whoa, you have that
I
logo
got it,
on your
just got
arm.
on my leg.
I'm just joking.
Yeah. How long did that take you? The sleeves. How long you been working on them?
This one forever
Oh, yeah.
because this one was done by a guy in New York.
Mm.
So I would just get it every time I went up.
Mm.
So if I was going up once or twice a year, we'd work on it. So that one took forever. This one took like a year and a half.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. No, you've been doing that really fast. Every week, you're like, got another appointment. And I'm like, holy
There
cow.
was like last year, I was seeing Jeff like twice a month for like 6 months.
But
Nice.
sometimes I'm like, tattoo or put money into savings account. And I'm like, damn, I hate being
Yeah.
a grown up.
Yeah.
He's going to start on my chest soon. So
Nice.
Jeff's the man.
Dang.
He's really fast though. He's like really
Yeah,
fast.
great traditional
Yeah.
work.
nice.
So yeah,
I would
Thank you
come
for
in for
asking.
like a 2 or 3 hour appointment. In an hour and a half, we'd already be done.
Hell yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes it better, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be
miserable.
here.
I'm like,
A
dude.
slow tattoo where you're like, ow, 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 pain.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh
Mhm.
my god. I'm sure y'all see some crazy tattoos with y'all's clientele as well.
Yeah, other people have our band logo tattooed
Yeah.
on them.
No way.
My friend, his friend from home came to visit for one of our big shows, and he was like, I don't have any tattoos. And he's just at the bottom of the stairs and is like, look. And I'm like,
Dude,
holy
we
shit,
were
it's our
asleep
band
and
logo
he
on
went-
your arm.
He went in the morning. It was when
Him
we
and his
played the
wife
East
got
Side Bowl.
tattoos, bro.
He went and he popped his tattoo cherry with our band logo on his arm.
Yeah.
And it's not even
Yeah.
like up here. It's
And then
like
your other
here.
childhood best
Yeah.
friend was like, I'll just get it too.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then you were like, well, I gotta get it on my trash tattoo leg for the crazy
Oh,
tattoos.
well, I
just
that
meant
was
this where you
different.
get crazy tattoos. Oh,
Oh.
I meant where you get silly tattoos.
Well, I
You
already
put 'em
had
on
the
your
band
leg.
logo, but
Oh,
no, I got.
oh,
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
I got the CMA tattoo with
Yes, the quote.
because Caden and Dylan they came down
His
for the
friends
East Side Bowl
from
show.
home. Yes.
They got our band logo tattooed
Yes.
that weekend, and because they did that,
It was
I got,
CMA Fest in Nashville while we
Gotcha.
yes.
So I got a
Mm.
broken because our friend broke his foot in
Mm.
the mosh pit.
Yeah,
So I
oh
just
my
got a
God.
broken
At
bone,
our-
and it
during our
says this
set.
ain't CMA Fest.
Yeah. And that's
'Cause-
how I opened the set. I
Yeah.
said, "What's up? This ain't CMA Fest."
Because it was during CMA Fest.
I
But
was
yeah,
like, this
since
is
they
real
got
rock and
the-
roll.
Since they got those tattoos, I felt like I needed to
Yeah.
also pay homage to an incrable weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That's sick.
Yes.
So yeah, you got to get a There Go I tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
yeah,
could
you
be your
should.
first one.
Yeah.
I've actually got one on my butt.
Oh
feel like
wait,
you were
I knew
telling me
that.
about
you told
this.
us
Did I not
that.
show you?
Wait, he probably
did you
did
show
show
us?
us.
I probably did.
What
Show
was
us
it?
Your ass.
I did show.
Oh, it
y'all.
was like cool though.
Yeah,
it was like a
ab-
good
it
tattoo
was like
actually.
abstract art. Yeah, I do think I could get some sleeves one day for sure.
Yeah.
I'm I'm slowly
know.
getting there, and you can get there.
Yeah,
However much money you want to spend, you can get there faster. But yeah,
yeah. I was waiting until, I really found somebody I really liked a lot.
yeah.
But
Jeff.
yeah,
At least go talk to him.
yeah.
He's
no,
done a
your
couple of my
traditional
friends.
stuff looks good.
yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah, looks
Yeah.
good. That's my favorite too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you listen to other podcasts?
I'm big Joe Rogan guy. Big. I like Tim Dillon. I like
Who's
a
Tim
lot
Dillon? I feel like
comedy. I like a lot of the
I have
comedy
to
podcasts.
see. I have to see that guy. If you say Tim Dillon, I'm like,
big guy.
yeah, that guy with the glasses. And
Yeah.
the mully's balding on top, kind of.
No, that's Stavros.
Oh yeah, the big. Yeah,
I
that.
do-
Okay,
I love
the
Stavros,
Greek
too.
guy. He's funny.
Oh, I don't.
If you've seen him, you know who we're talking about. The
Okay.
really big kind of
Yeah,
fat guy.
Kind of looks like a
with the-
pedophile.
Damn.
Wait, what's his name?
He
Hold
looks
on,
like
hold on.
stereotypically.
What's his
like,
name?
Like Stavros Halkias.
Stavros Halkias.
Like,
super
I
Greek.
I don't even know how to spell that.
I think
Just type in Stavros.
With
Jamie,
an
pull up that
A?
clip. Jamie, pull up that
Yeah,
clip.
right. STA.
Stavy Stavi.
I think I
Oh,
only
here-
listened to
wait, yeah, here
like
he is.
3 podcasts.
Oh, I know this guy.
Yeah, he's funny. He's
Yeah.
funny.
Because dude,
He's a stand-up.
He's like
Yeah.
genuinely funny, like
Yeah.
a good
yeah,
comedian.
he's smart. He's so smart.
Yeah, and
But
his name, I can't believe it's Stavros Halkias. He's like he's
Super
a
Greek.
Greek god, but he's like big fat guy.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's got like like balding real bad and like literally the pedo glasses, like the
Yeah.
what's
He did
that?
have,
But he knows
did
it,
have
so he
pedo
can-
glasses.
and the mustache, like he's leaning.
He's
into,
just embodying it.
he-
Like,
he-
he's just
yeah.
like, well,
he leans into the
I mean, it's
the look.
memorable. He remembered him.
Yeah, I was like him. I know him.
Well, but that's
He is him.
He's him.
He's him.
you are not him. You are not him.
Oh,
I am become Stavros, whatever.
Halkias.
dude, it's an interesting thing though.
Um,
It's like I find myself listening more to podcasts than music.
Really?
Yeah. I do a lot, dude.
I forgot because you haven't always been a podcast guy.
No.
You haven't always been a big podcast
guy. No, but I mean,
Have you ever tried DMT? Sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, but,
I know why Joel asked you that.
Because
Oh,
I
well.
wanted to. Well, wait, no, hang on. No, I've been.
I know
I've
why
been,
Joel asked you if you listen to podcasts.
Well, no, I was because but I listen. I love Armchair Expert. My girlfriend got me into that. With
Okay.
it's Dax Shepard, the actor guy.
Yeah.
It's like really good. They have
sounds
like
familiar.
they had like Billy Joe Armstrong, Green Day
Oh,
on there, and then
really?
like actors and really
Really?
smart people. But then we love the Downbeat
Downbeat,
podcast with Craig
Craig
Reynolds,
Reynolds.
the guy from
Oh, yeah.
Straight from the Path. Big.
Yeah.
He's a
Oh, we
big, like-
showed we watched his videos with you.
Yeah.
Yes, when we
'Cause
were on that
Caleb
big
likes him
tour.
too.
We were on that
Yeah.
big tour
Yeah.
to Norman, Oklahoma. Well, it was one show. but
Because
yeah.
me and Caleb and Joel
Yeah.
like the Spirit Box. There was this episode with Spirit Box, this cool band that dropped the other day. And we're like, gotta listen.
We're like, God, listen
I
to the fresh
listened to it
episode.
like right away.
Yeah.
Mhm,
I'm
yeah.
at work listening, locked in. But yeah, no, the Downbeat
Dialed.
podcast is awesome.
Yeah, my roommate's not him, but another roommate's not here right now. He's a drummer.
And
puts
he's into it?
Yeah, he,
For £1 a month, you can support me in the Downbeat
dude.
podcast. He's like Courtney LaPlante.
Craig's artist too. They're always like yelling and da 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 da.
His
And then
what?
there's
Wait,
Craig-
what? What'd you say?
No, his artist or like his guests are
Yeah.
always like da 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 yelling, and then he's like, so anyways,
No, he's really funny to listen to.
yeah.
He
And he's a
also
good
he's
drummer,
also
and he has a cool band.
he's Scottish with like
ripped.
an English accent, and I'm like, oh, you sound funny, but he knows it. He's like, I like it when people make fun of my accent because it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's
Yeah, it's
cool.
funny.
He's
Yeah.
jacked and has
That's
cool
one of my
tattoos,
yeah.
and I tried to copy his hair
By
because he
getting,
has white
Yeah.
hair.
I thought you were gonna get purple.
I want to
hair.
do purple because he had purple. at
Listen,
one
it doesn't
point.
matter if I'm 27. I'm still like that guy's so cool.
Yeah,
I want to be like
wanna
him
be a
because he's
rock
in a
star
cool band. I
like
want to be a
him.
rock star when I grow up. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm big pod fan. I started this just because I feel like YouTube's gonna be a good investment. Like,
Yeah. You might as well start now.
yeah, sooner the better.
Mhm.
YouTube's the only video platform with Google on their side.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, it's
That's
been-
what I hear.
dude.
I don't
That's
know
what
what
the
this
kids tell
tea
me.
is. Is that what the kids are
because
saying
No,
out
if
here?
you like Google something, it brings
Oh,
up
yeah.
YouTube links. It doesn't bring up an Instagram reel.
Mm.
Like
Okay,
YouTube
yeah,
is the
I mean-
only video thing with
Right.
Google.
Yeah.
in cahoots with
They're in
Google, with the
cahoots.
Google.
yeah.
They're trying to
Yeah.
steal our information, put the Neuralink in our heads.
Yeah, I feel like I've been.
Sorry,
watching,
go ahead.
I've been watching YouTube since I was like so young, dude.
Yeah.
big. You know.
Wait, who are your favorite YouTubers?
Oh, I mean, like right now, Snap. I mean,
I don't know him. Sorry.
Hi,
let me-
Tim. I'm Dad.
let me pull out my phone. I don't know why I have to think so hard about
I
this.
know
You like
some-
Mr. Beast?
Yeah, I respect it just because like
Sorry, he took it dead seriously. He's like,
Dude,
I'm sorry.
I-
was
no.
that a serious question? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I used to watch.
I don't care about
I
Mr.
do every
Beast.
once in a while, but
I
I
don't give
used
a
to watch
care.
Mr. Beast like all the time.
man,
Or Juke Squad. You know
Yeah.
Juke Squad?
yeah, it sounds familiar.
He was always doing crazy stuff,
Mm.
getting arrested.
I watched like I mean a lot of comedy, so like Kill Tony.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yes,
they
dude.
have some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Hold on, I keep sitting on this thing.
Kill
I do
Tony
like-
and Russell Brand. I like Russell Brand. a
Russell
lot.
Brand.
Yeah.
I like
This is,
Caleb
you know.
for like newer people. I like Caleb Presley. And
Sunday
stuff.
Conversations.
I love Sunday Conversations.
Yeah, he's funny.
Him and Theo Vaughn are pretty funny
Theo
together.
Von.
They are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like 3-hour podcasts, and I'm
That's a
like,
lot.
wow.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I found a new podcast. I don't remember the name of it, but I listened to the whole episode. It was like 2.5 hours
Yo.
with Will Putney.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
were just asking him everything. And he's like, Will Putney's this really cool producer, and he plays in all these cool bands, like
Yeah.
really heavy bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you come up with the name? The Roost.
Honestly,
yeah.
so I was back in Bro Bridge. You know, it's kind of around Lafayette, Louisiana.
Sure.
And the place I was living was like an old place from like the 50s or whatever. And the people who lived there before me, when they poured the concrete, they wrote into the concrete, they wrote the Roost. And so I was living at the Roost.
Oh.
And I started.
So it's like Gibson Drive.
Yeah, here
Yeah.
comes the rooster.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So I started this podcast in my place back in Bro Bridge, and
Cool.
and yeah, it was just the name of
Cool.
it was always the name of the studio, and I'd always
Okay.
I'd always have band practices and have friends over and
Cool.
little parties at my place. And
Cool.
I just always said, hey, we're having a thing at the Roost.
Dude, it's
I
literally
love
like
that.
Gibson
it
Drive.
works because it's like
It's
if you try to
literally like
force a
Gibson-
name, it's like
Yeah.
it's not, it doesn't work. But you were just like, what do we call 101? And I said, no, we'll call it just Gibson.
Gibson
and we're like,
Drive.
Gibson
But people
Drive.
call that. People just call it that.
People are like, oh,
the other
the
day
Gibson
when I went
house.
out. I went out with Joe again a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
and we were like, where are we gonna?
We're going to Gibson now.
Caleb was like, hey, where do you want to meet? And he was like, Gibson Drive.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. He was just like Gibson Drive.
Well, yeah, we record there. We do house shows there. We have
Joe's
fires
recorded
there. Also, when you go on tour, you can have your people
All the
park
bands
there.
parked there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty completely full
No,
encompassing.
but it's like the same thing.
Yeah,
complex.
People just call it Gibson, like
Yeah.
without.
Yeah.
We didn't have to force it.
I don't know. It's kind of rock and roll because like Gibson guitars.
Yeah, I like
don't know.
Fenders.
101 is a cool number
But
too.
Pablo plays Gibson.
I play Fender too.
Yeah, but you have
Gibson.
a Gibson.
Yeah.
Did
We
your
have like
headstock
we have like
snap off
8
yet,
We have like
bro?
8 Fenders and no Gibsons.
Sorry, I just
Yeah.
there's
Oh
some-
yeah. No Gibsons and Gibson Drive.
We have no
No.
Gibsons.
You know what? I was looking at actually an
No,
Epiphone
no,
guitar
no,
the other
you
day.
weren't.
I was. It was an off-white.
Semi Hollow.
No, an off-white Epiphone Les
A Les
Paul custom
Mm.
Pro. It had
Oh.
like gold pickups and it was cream color, and I was like,
really? With
oh.
Epiphone, really?
I feel like the Title Fight guitar player like plays that. It's like as I've seen this guitar, and I was like, that is a cool guitar, but it probably weighs 9 pounds. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, I mean, I just maybe have like bad history with like Epiphone Les Pauls. I'm sure that one sounds a lot nicer.
I had one stolen.
That sounds a lot
I
nicer.
would take
than
a
the-
Squire over an Epiphone.
Yeah, but the Epiphone,
I'm just saying.
No,
would
I
take
play a
over-
Squire guitar
Yeah.
that I've modded out.
I have
It's
a
awesome.
Squire.
but the big Epiphone like 335,
Yeah.
Yeah.
those are nice. I
Yeah.
do like
Yeah.
those a lot.
Oh, dude, they're coming out with an Epiphone Dave Grohl
Oh, yeah.
signature.
Yeah.
That is
And I'm
sick.
like, whoa, that is cool.
that is sick with the
Do you
dime.
like the Foo Fighters?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some OG stuff, man. That's like some old like Pretender on Guitar Hero. Or like,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
Dude.
Some of my, getting into certain songs was because of Guitar Hero and watching
Right.
School of Rock, and I was just, and
Yes.
watching music videos, and I was like, yes, 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 I must now become this.
Yes.
That's all I would do was just watch music videos or drum cams. I was just like, oh my
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah. School of Rock definitely imprinted like
dude, yeah.
a generation.
Dude. I
Not
can
me.
quote the whole
Not
movie.
you.
Not me.
We
You're
sat
like,
down. to
he showed it to me like a year and a half ago.
Oh.
I had never seen it. But
Oh,
then
wow.
afterwards.
He also chronically does not watch movies ever.
But then
right.
after we
He's never
watched
seen
it,
he's seen like 7 movies. Like for real.
and all of them are Star Wars.
We're like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's like, yeah, there's like 8 of those. So like, yeah. Oh my God.
No, he did show me School of Rock, and he quoted the whole thing, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
afterwards, I was like, wow, I want to go play guitar.
I know.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, I got
Get
me
charged up.
Yeah.
Charged up watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. He's just like
I watched
headbanging.
it.
I
When
mean, he was
like,
playing
yeah.
Gibsons, but
Yeah. I mean, it hits different when you're like a little kid, though.
I don't know, dude. I was
Hits
23,
different.
It's a core memory.
and
of
I
it.
was still like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I have quotes in daily life that I say, and you and my girlfriend were all watching it, and you're like, "What? What?"
Oh,
You're like, "You
yeah.
say that," and it's not even like a big quote. I'm just like he's saying stuff from that movie. I was like, "Let me try to become Jack Black as a
Yeah.
kid." I don't know.
Right.
I don't
It's
know.
a great Jack Black movie.
I think that's the only Jack Black movie I've ever seen.
Of course it is.
I don't know what other movies he's
Nacho
in.
Libre.
No, I never seen
I
it.
quote that too.
Never seen it.
You would love that movie.
What
It
else-
has,
what
it has
else is
potty
he in?
humor.
I mean, Tenacious D.
I never seen
It
that.
is.
It's a movie about his band and him and his buddy like going to steal the pick back from Satan, and it's like the craziest.
I've never seen that.
I actually haven't seen the whole
I haven't
movie.
seen the whole thing.
But
Oh, you guys are.
it's shut up.
But,
I
I
am
mean-
a Jack Black stan. He's so
All right, what other
wholesome.
movies?
I mean, a bunch of others, but like,
Oh wait, he was in an animated one that I've seen.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Here we are like trying to think. There's
Jack Black movies. Let's look him up.
I know. I'm like
Jamie, pull it up, Jamie.
Yeah, hey Jamie, can you pull up
Dude,
that
you
clip?
need a Jamie for the Roost,
I
man.
know.
John's right here. John is him.
John is the one.
Pull that up, John.
I am
John,
him.
pull
Is John your bass player?
Yes.
Okay. And then your drummer lives here too.
Yeah.
And you guys are a trio.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember what it's
happened to the
called.
fourth
I don't remember what
person?
it's
Was
called.
that-
I followed it though.
Yeah. Jive.
Yes, Jive.
Yeah, we just started that. So,
Cool.
Follow Jive
Yeah.
on Instagram.
The
It's a
fourth,
trio.
The fourth kid was he was an 18-year-old TikToker. He's like blowing up on TikTok as like this little country star. But
Is it the Hank William Jr. kid?
No.
Sorry,
His
I'm
name's
just joking.
Dom Ellis. He's he
What kind of music? Oh, country. Sorry.
he just moved out because he was not really spending enough time in Nash. Kind of going back and forth from Louisiana and here.
Oh, you knew him from
Oh,
down
he's
there?
back in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
So, I mean, I don't blame him. If you don't really spend enough time out here, it's not worth the rent. So I don't blame him.
Oh, you mean he was like trying to have both, so he
Yeah,
could
right.
travel like crazy? And
You know, people do that with LA, and I don't know how.
Yeah,
They're split,
yeah,
and I don't
it's really
understand
intense.
it.
Well, they
Yeah.
must be busy. They must be working a lot if they're
yeah.
Or they
can
just
justify
have
that.
parents.
That too.
Yikes. Nepo babies. I said it to someone.
Some
They're like,
Nepo
"Oh,
babies
what?"
out
I
there.
said, "A
Nashville, dude.
Nepo baby."
Nashville surprised me with how many nepo babies there were. I'm like, what is this person?
You're
And I'm
like-
like, oh.
You're like, "Oh, their mommy works for this giant
Yep.
for
Yeah,
Interscope
yeah.
plan."
Are you gonna play at Bourbon Street or what?
Well, we got so my band Jive.
He is Bourbon Street, bro. What you know about Bourbon Street? This is fake Bourbon Street.
Well, yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Bourbon Street Blues in Nashville.
yeah, yeah. No, my band Jive. We were busking in Printer's Alley, and one of the bar owners gave us his card, and we got
Nice.
we got some gigs at Fedora Lounge.
Cool.
I don't know if you've been, but they've been.
No.
They've
Is
only
that the Frank Sinatra place?
What is it?
Possibly.
Maybe not.
Is there another venue in it or something? Is there a
It just opened up like 5 months ago.
Fedora Lounge? That
Okay.
sounds
And it's like
okay, yeah.
right across from Bourbon Boogie.
Cool.
Okay,
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
barely play in Printer's Alley.
Yeah.
I don't even know barely what's up there. I only Snitch and Alley Taps.
And they have the black.
That's not in. Well, they might have an entrance
What's
through
it called?
Printer's
What's
Alley,
the place called?
Black Market,
Black
something.
Market place, yeah.
But the main entrance is on 3rd
Mm-hmm.
or 4th. No, 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like, I think I was like holding off on Broadway a little bit because my band we play blues covers, and like we were
Yeah.
we were trying really hard to get into Printers, and
Mm-hmm.
just not really getting the reception or whatever, and then Fedora, luckily we're in there, and hopefully that turns into a regular thing,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what we already do.
Yeah.
Is the blues cover thing, but
You
like
don't want to have to learn a bunch of
But you can play
country bull crap
Yeah,
stuff.
but I'm not like
Maybe I sound ignorant, but is there more blues and stuff in Printer's Alley?
yeah right
Okay, I guess I don't go there much. I don't.
yeah.
So I don't think there's any like really standard bands that play up there.
yeah.
Maybe in Alley Taps.
Yeah, I mean, Alley Taps has kind of got a good mix. But like the Bourbon Boogie thing, we tried to get in there for a while. And,
Cool.
But I can't wait around forever. So I'm not shy, and I'm not scared of playing whatever kind of music. Like
Mhm.
I played in a country rap group for a while. Like doesn't matter to me what I play. Man.
Yeah.
I'm not picky.
So did Hayden.
Yeah, right,
Country
exactly.
rap,
Yeah,
dude.
that's actually, my drummer played a show with Hayden. Like the artist I used to play for is how I met my drummer. We were playing for this TikTok guy doing country rap, and he gets he blows up and signed to this label or whatever that's putting him on these hip hop shows, and so it's like
interesting.
he's only played 10 shows in his life, and then he's opening up for Snoop Dogg.
Wow.
So it's like I never thought I'd be playing country rap. Like
Roll me up and smoke me when I die.
yeah.
You know that song?
Yeah.
The Willie. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Willie Nelson
For
Snoop
sure.
song. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm not picky, man. I'll play it all.
Mhm.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because you've been playing on Broadway for what, like 2 years, and now you're
Yeah.
have some cool artist gigs and play with our band and stuff, and
Yeah.
was
pretty
good
much
a
2
good
years.
experience for you, right?
Pretty
Playing
much
downtown.
2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you've met
it's a
tons
good,
of people. So many people.
It's a
just
good
playing.
moneymaker. That's probably the best part about it.
Yeah.
You got to pay the bills. Rent's always doing the first, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the money, and it's good in between or full time or when you get back or whatever.
Yeah.
It's always there.
Yeah.
And it's
that's one
flexible.
thing
Yeah,
that's
you
not
can-
going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always play.
And it is flexible.
Yeah, because remember you were just I could be painting and then playing music, but you're now I just play music.
But now I just
full-time.
play music instead of painting.
Do a
and
day
then-
job type
Right.
beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into teaching more though.
Mm-hmm.
Because ideally, I'm probably going to be on the road a lot more this year.
Mm-hmm.
And ideally, it'd be nice to come back and do some teaching and play on Broadway once or twice a week.
Right.
Not
Stay
seven-
connected and make
7
some
or 10
money
times a
and
week,
Right.
7 or
But
10
I don't know.
days.
I don't know anybody that tours full time without retainers. At least for on the musician side. There's guys that own their own bands and own their music that, all they have to do is tour and make their own music. But the players, I don't know any players that's touring full time without retainers. And half the guys that have retainers are still playing when they get back,
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'd be cool to teach a little too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something
Yeah. Yeah, you used to teach a little bit, a long time ago, right?
in my hometown
Yeah.
where there was nobody to teach.
Yeah. Right.
Down here, it's a little different.
My town's smaller than your town.
In my truck, get a little,
get
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. I mean, there's probably more people to teach here, but also more teachers.
Yeah, people that are way better.
Yeah.
I'm just I don't know if I should be teaching.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, but you're also a nice
Most of
guy.
this I
So
figured
if
out.
someone's totally weird and you're I don't want them
Oh,
to
yeah.
teach me, they're weird.
But
Oh,
it's
they're
also
mean.
most of this I figured out. I wasn't at school okay, learn this paradiddle.
Right.
It was just well, this drummer did this. I guess I'll try and copy it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think eventually I want to try and make a teaching like a lessons series and
Mhm.
sell that online.
Mhm.
At the Roost.
Yeah.
A Roost,
Lessons
baby.
at the Roost.
Lessons, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean just
Spread your wings.
the video lessons thing, I mean that takes even less of your time to exchange. I mean, it takes a lot of time initially to make the video series
Mhm.
Oh,
of
yeah.
lessons, but then it's you can kind of resell that infinitely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have a couple friends that teach full time
Mhm.
Yeah.
and none of it's in person.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
some
video
of it's videos
teaching.
Joey.
Oh, yeah.
Joey does a lot of video stuff, but my buddy Brian.
He said he just goes student to student, just teaching tons of people.
Yeah, Brian's
also
setup is
insane at the
nuts.
guitar.
Yeah, he's really good. But he has 3 camera angles and a headset and one on his hand. He doesn't mess around.
Oh,
Dude,
snap.
I also would want him to teach me. He's so friendly. We were
He's
hanging out
so-
at a
yeah,
fire
he's
on this last night. the other
But
night.
I don't know how you could teach drums virtually like that.
Yeah, but
destroying the microphone.
camera just
I'm sure they have ways to
yeah, they probably
figure
do.
that out. Yeah,
yeah.
Electronic kits.
Yeah, the Drumeo stuff.
Yeah.
Or they switch the mic to the drum one, then back to the talking one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think maybe I'll just try to find some people
Yeah, right.
in person.
For sure.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's great.
So if I can have a foot in downtown, a foot in here, and touring be my
Mhm.
main bread and butter,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
you met your touring group through Broadway?
No,
Oh, no?
I haven't met anybody that I go on the road with on Broadway except for Nick. He's a guy that I play down there with, and every once in a while he'll go like do something. But the two groups that I've been going out with recently, no, I didn't meet him down there.
Oh, how'd you meet him?
One of them, I met Pat on Facebook,
Met him on Facebook.
and then I just knew somebody that used to play for Royal. I like knew their guitar player,
Mm.
and they needed. I don't even know how I knew him, but they just like needed a drummer, and he threw my name in the hat.
Mm.
That's how it goes.
Joe Bryson, I didn't meet on Broadway.
on
How'd you meet Joe?
Facebook.
Yeah,
in the Yup group.
Yeah, you met
that
Joe
was
on
when I
Facebook.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on Yep.
Yeah.
That was when I first got here.
Yep. Yeah, Joe Bryson. He's
Joe Bryson.
Southern kind of
Yeah.
rock and roll, a little
That's
bit
how we
country.
know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we play.
That's
with,
how we know Caleb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our drummer, Caleb with a K. So we have Caleb with a C and Caleb with a K.
Yeah.
We all collectively play all different instruments for Joe Bryson.
Yeah.
I've played every instrument
Yeah.
for Joe.
Drums, guitar, bass.
I played
it's
more than
hilarious.
once.
You've
I
been
played them
Joe.
all more than once. I
Yeah,
haven't
you've
been
been
Joe.
You've been the singer.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Joe Bryson from Lake Charles. No,
You're
from, sorry,
like-
from Lafayette, Louisiana.
You're like, that's not him. Well, but kind of.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what's going on,
Hey,
man? Hey.
When he's drunk, he's like, sounds like somebody on a Truth commercial. That's like, hey, Joe.
Oh my! If you have diabetes, yeah, yeah.
So funny, dude.
But I like meeting people. At
Oh, yeah. I
shows.
haven't met like anybody that I go on the road with really from Broadway, actually.
Yeah, I just see people at shows and watch bands. I'm like, you like this band? There's some people that have become good friends from seeing them at the same show, and then when that band comes back in town, I see them and I'm like, hey, and we just like become friends. I'm like, oh yeah, we're just friends now.
Yeah.
There was that guy at the Silent Planet show who was at our show.
I just see him and I'm
Yeah,
like, what's up,
he's
bro?
like,
Thanks
that
for coming
guy.
to our shows. And I'm like, good to see you.
Yeah.
I was like, what was his name again? But I'm like, that guy's awesome. And he's like, yeah, I kind of just broke my knee, so I'm taking it easy.
I don't remember why he
I'm
was
like,
at our
okay.
show. Like, was he there to see Elijah? Because he was at the show at the end. Was he there to
I
see
think-
Elijah?
Yes.
But he was like
I think
pitting
he
for
knows
us.
us. And
Okay,
I
but
bump
he was
into
like
him,
in
you
the
know?
pit for our whole set, and I was like,
I
"Who's
bu-
this
I
guy?"
bu- I'm like walk out of like Brooklyn Bowl and I'm like, hey. And I'm like,
and Ty, remember Ty?
yeah, another dude named
the
Ty.
guy with the long hair.
You just
and the
see
leg
people
sleeve?
and they're
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I'll come to your show. And it's great. I love that.
Yeah.
It feels so at home when I'm just at shows and I'm like, wow, people. And I'm just like, I get a show and I'm like, this is the best thing ever. I love
Yeah.
being a human. Oh, hi, how are you? For real. Me at shows. I'm like, hi. Do you want to be friends? I love
It is
this.
nice always knowing people at shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a community for like rock and kind of hardcore music and punk music here, you know,
Mm.
in Nashville.
Yeah.
There is a lot of bands.
and he always recognizes people. He remembers
I also have
faces.
like a
Yeah,
special
his face
power.
is-
I'll like
thing is
look through the
crazy.
crowd and I'm like, I know them, and them, and I'm like, I don't like them. They're really cool. I should go say hi to them. You know, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Dang, man. Well, dude, I mean, I appreciate y'all coming, dudes.
of course, a
We
pleasure,
haven't seen you
Pablo.
since Norman, Oklahoma.
I
Norman-
know, man.
Man.
I know.
That
Oh.
was a good time.
Yeah.
Did Joe tell you about when we went out a couple weeks ago?
Mm-mm. I had Joe on just recently. I don't know if
You did. I can't wait for the
Joe
Joe.
Bryson. He's
you
like,
had the-
hey guys, hey, I'm Joe Bryson on the Roost.
He's like, I still don't have a pub deal. I don't know what's going on.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get that pub deal.
You know,
Dude, we had the most. It was me and Caleb Kenyon and Joe and do you know Levy? Levy's a man. He's played with Joe a couple
No.
times, but I play with him like every day.
Okay.
Dude, we just
downtown.
we were in Florida for like 4 or 5 days, and it was just the most Florida experience. I'm not even gonna get into it, but it was the most Florida experience I've ever had.
Oh, okay.
It was just crazy.
Yeah.
It was like
you were gonna.
there was.
How do I say this?
I'll
You were
sum it
gonna-
up with a quadriplegic sex circle with a 40-pound
A
rabbit.
swinger party and
Whoa.
It was insane, but yeah, that was my last Joe Bryson experience.
and there was nothing. None of that was a joke. That
No.
was all just factual.
no, that's not a joke.
I said not to sound inappropriate. Either said that was the whole story, and I'm like, oh my lord,
Joe did not mention any of this.
that looks like it sounded like it would have been a fun time.
It was.
That's how you wrap it up. You also missed the cue. He said, "So anyway, good to have you." And he's like, "Let
sorry,
me tell
I was
you
like,
this."
Joe.
Go for it. Go for
Yeah, I
it.
was thinking about
I'm
Joe.
just
Yeah,
teasing.
let's
I'm
wrap
just-
it up, man.
I'm
Wrap
giving
it
you a
up.
hard time. He's my
Wrap
best
it up.
friend.
Wrap it up. Pablo Escobar.
I appreciate y'all coming, man. Y'all got a show.
Yes.
Basement. Y'all plug it again.
March 21st at the OG Basement with our good buddy Hayden Helms. We'll be playing an opening set, getting sweaty.
Hell yeah.
About to be
Smashing
cranking
some
out.
stuff.
Yep, cranking out more songs as we speak. And Pablo, thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming, guys.
A pleasure.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
The Roost.
Subscribe to the Roost.
Subscribe. Destroy
Subscribe
that.
to
Crucify
the
that
Roost.
like button.
Absolutely
Subscribe button.
demolish that subscribe button. Smash that
Get
like
roosted,
button.
bitch.
Get roosted.
Okay.
I gotta go. Sorry, we had to plug the Roost.
We had to plug the Roost.